Hi, my name is Michael, and I'm a patchaholic. Actually, this is a video response for Phenom321, Dave. He kind of asked for you to start your video out by saying your name, and so most of you already know my name is Michael. Go by AR Phenom321, but nobody really calls me that. What it stands for, I don't think really anyone knows. Maybe a few of you do. AR actually started off by meaning Andre Rison, because I used to be a huge Andre Rison fan back when I first started following the Falcons, actually a few years after that. And after he pretty much played himself out of the league, got his house burned down, and showed what a punk-ass biatch he really is, I decided that was an incredibly gay means of starting off my screen name, so probably 10-15 years ago, AR actually changed to anal retentive, which is the best description most people who know me can give me, because I'm incredibly organized, detailed, pathetically so in some cases. I drive people nuts. The Falc part is obvious. I've been a Falcons fan since, I would say, 1990, 88 to 89, 90, somewhere in there. And 77 has been my jersey number for baseball and softball dating back about 20 years now, and 7 as a kid was my lucky number, or my favorite number, so put those together and that's what you got. The next thing he wanted to know was favorite movie. Now I have a hard time with this one. I don't think I can pick a favorite movie. I think it's impossible for me to pick a favorite movie. So usually what I do is break it down by genre, and if you really want to know my top 5 in each individual genre, you're just going to have to PM me, because it'll take until the end of time for me to go through that. But I wrote down a few notes just to let you know in no particular order what a lot of my favorites are. Comedies, in no particular order. I love Stripes, probably seen that 24 times if not more, can quote it from beginning to end. Airplane, anything that's kind of that off-the-wall, pun, play on words kind of humor, I love that. Revenge of the Nerds, any movie that you can end up using quotes in your personal life for years after you've seen the movie is a great movie, and even though that movie is dumb as hell, it's hilarious. Animal House, Caddyshack, Major League, American Pie, Tommy Boy, Mallrats, all some of my favorite comedies. War movies, absolutely love Saving Private Ryan, one of the greatest movies ever made. Black Hawk Down's a solid movie. Full Metal Jacket, simply because, in my opinion, one of the great elements of a fantastic movie not only is the plot, but if you can be captivated by a character such as the drill sergeant in Full Metal Jacket, that's something else. Science fiction, love the movie Aliens, the sequel. One of the best sequels ever made in the history of movies. Let's see, The Fifth Element, I love that movie. Dr. Mawuzi! Lilu Dallas Multipass. Road Warrior, Stargate, those are some other ones. Westerns, love the movie Tombstone, a little bit over the top, but it's got humor. It's a great Western. Outlaw Josie Wales, pretty much anything with Clint Eastwood in it that was a Western. Musicals, I love the musical Moulin Rouge. Gay, I know, but I love it. West Side Story for the music from beginning to end, fantastic musical. High Society, Chicago. Horror, totally love the Saw series. Just that whole storyline thing that they've established there and the gruesomeness of it, love it. Cheesy movies, anything that's really cheesy and over the top, like the old Red Dawn, the original, which has quite a cast actually, but the acting is horrendous, just cheesy, over the top. RoboCop, there's another one. You have 20 seconds to comply. Ma'am, you have suffered a trauma. I will notify a rape crisis center. That stuff's just classic. And drama, thriller, action, dramas, Shawshank Redemption. Fantastic movie. Frank Darabont never got the credit until years after that movie that it deserved. Awesome stuff. Silence of the Lambs, tremendous performances in that movie. Jagged Edge, great thriller. The Green Mile, another prison movie by Darabont, awesome. Braveheart, 300, Gladiator, and the movie Seven, just love it. So those are some examples, and I can go on and on because I love movies. I love music. It's the air I breathe. The last thing I think he wanted to know was if I have any other hobbies, and most of you already know this, but I would say a hobby and profession. I am a semi-professional / professional photographer. Check out my website here, www.michaelwilkiephotography.com. Within 30 seconds of staying on the front screen of my website, you will kind of get a feeling of what my philosophy on life is in relation to photography. I love photography. And outside of that, I would say sports. I love to play softball, and it's about that time of year now. The season's gearing up, and I've played in the past few years as low as 50 games when I was injured to as many as 145 in a season, which in Minnesota is a lot, seeing as how it's pretty much only May until September due to weather. So, anyways, and most importantly here is Phenom321. I know he's new, he hasn't been around very long, but Dave is a really good guy. I've already had a number of conversations and exchanged text messages with him. He sent me a care package. He's a really good guy. He's happy to be into the card collecting and be part of the community. I highly, strongly suggest going down here if you have the new craptastic beta version of YouTube and clicking on his link and giving him a sub. Or if you're still on the old version, go over here and give him a sub. Get this guy as many as possible. I think he said he was going for 300, but I don't know. Blow the roof off this thing. Get him 400 or 500 subs, and just see that he is the real deal. So, Dave, good luck in your sub contest. That's all I got. Salute.